Hey guys, hoping all is well with everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the 4th Animal Adaptation Activity of 2016. So in the animal world, including humans, all organisms have to have oxygen in order to survive. When plants give off oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis, we breathe it in through our lungs and it is distributed through all parts of the body. It is used in a process known as metabolism, also called cellular respiration, which is the breakdown of glucose with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and adenosine triphosphate, which is also known as energy. However, with mammals, it is very different when it comes to reproduction in comparison to birds and reptiles. Mammals, like humans, are able to receive the oxygen they need from their mothers because their bloodstreams are connected to the mother's umbilical cord. They're able to receive the oxygen that they need from the mother's lungs as it is carried through the bloodstream, and they are able to get rid of the carbon dioxide by transferring it back to the mother's lungs where it can be collected and finally exhaled. This, however, is not possible with birds and the majority of reptiles because their method of reproduction is the process of laying hard-shelled eggs. So there is no existence of an umbilical cord in this scenario. So the question that definitely comes to mind is, how do the animals that are developing inside of eggs are able to breathe in oxygen as well as filter out the unneeded carbon dioxide in order to develop and survive? This activity is going to show you exactly how this is done. For this activity, you're going to need several things. You're going to need a bowl, 3 cups of water, some food coloring. Blue was the suggested color, but I don't think it really is going to make a significant difference. You're going to need about 2 to 4 eggs, something to stir with, a spoon. A spoon is also very good for taking out the eggs when you're done. A napkin or a plate, as well as some liquid or powdered dishwashing detergent. What I found with using the liquid detergent is it does not bond or react well with the water, even despite the fact that you mix it well. So I found that using the powder was able to dissolve much easier. So what you're going to want to do for this experiment is put 3 cups of water into a bowl. Alright. Next, what you want to do is put about a little bit of your dishwashing detergent on the bottom. You can count like 3 seconds, it's okay. Okay. Next, what you want to do is stir it till you get a nice cloudy consistency. That way you know that the powder dissolved into the water. You're going to get a cloudy consistency, kind of like that. Next, what you want to do is take about 20 drops of food coloring and put it into the mixture. You're going to get something kind of like this. Next, what you want to do is take about 2 to 4 eggs and set them in. And you want to make sure the majority of them are submerged in the water. Next, what you want to do is take a notebook and a piece of paper and write down what time you submerge the eggs, because you want to let your eggs sit for 24 hours. Also record any observations that you notice with the physical appearance of the mixture and the eggs sitting. So next, what you want to do after 24 hours have come by is take your eggs out. These ones have been sitting for about a little bit over 24 hours. And using your measuring cup as a container, go ahead and crack one of them open. And what you'll notice is as you crack open the egg, the blue food dye is going to be making several, well, not several, but an abundance of little dots on your eggshell. I noticed that they did not mention anything about a magnifying glass for the materials needed, but it definitely would be a good thing to have. You can still see what they're looking for, but it's hard. So going back to how the animals that live in shells breathe, what you're going to notice is the structure of an egg is actually very interesting. So on the outer periphery of the shell are thousands of little dots or holes. These are known as pores. On an average chicken egg, there are about 7,000 pores that allow the oxygen and carbon dioxide to be filtered through a transfer. This kind of acts like how our cells do inside of our bodies. Animal cells have a very interesting cell membrane because it is composed of a phospholipid bilayer. These are composed of hydrophobic tails and hydrophilic heads. Hydrophilic means water-loving, so certain things are able to pass through cell membranes that are not ions, means that they do not have any charges to them, or they are not large molecules or compounds. So very small things are able to seep through, such as water. You'll notice that one of the things that did not get through was the dishwashing detergent, because it is a very large molecule and it probably wasn't able to penetrate through the membrane. So in the inside of an eggshell are two membranes. There's an inner and an outer membrane, and when animals lay eggs, they are very, very warm. As they cool, the inside components of the egg start to shrink. This shrinking sensation actually takes the two membranes and has them split apart. You can actually see this is actually one of the membranes. And as this splitting occurs, a air cell, also known as an air sac, develops. It is filled with oxygen, and this is what allows the animal that is growing inside of the shell to breathe. These pores also allow the transfer of oxygen from the air, as well as allowing the animal to transfer the waste product of carbon dioxide. So one of the animals that definitely also comes into a topic are a very special, unique group of animals known as monotremes. They are very unique because they are, instead of giving live birth, they are mammals, however they lay eggs. Monotremes differ from other mammals because instead of they do produce milk, but instead of giving animals their milk from their nipples, they actually secrete milk through their mammary gland openings in the skin. Adult monotremes actually do not have teeth. These animals are very long-lived mammals. They exhibit a very low rate of reproduction, though. The parents take very close care for their young and tend to them for long periods of time before they can become independent. The fact that monotremes that lay eggs is not the only factor that distinguishes them from other mammal groups. They also have very unique teeth that are thought to be developed independently of the teeth that our placental mammals and marsupials have. The two mammals that definitely come to mind that are monotremes are echidnas as well as platypuses. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I think it's a really cool one to try. I think it's definitely, what you will notice is on the outer periphery of the on the inner periphery of the shell, I know it's hard to see, you probably can't see it, but you can see the pores without a magnifying glass, but you will see them a lot easier with one. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.